Hello everyone and welcome to Tipsy, where we actually provide you with top predictions based on a lot of criteria. And you may actually wish to know how we actually get these predictions. Of course, we are now using our own best AI intelligent tool that actually analyzes matches based on a lot of criteria. After which we manually make these picks and go further to use third-party sites such as SofaScore and Bet Explorer to make sure that we check for the form of the team, the home and away performance of that team, as well as top scorers. And if this actually meets our need, then we actually come to share them with you. We can therefore say these predictions are over 90% accurate, and you can actually make your bet picks and analyze and include in your bet slip. Therefore, if you are new to this channel, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for new post notifications and updates. So this is actually what we have for you today. Today, we actually have 11 matches to share with you, and you can actually check our 2+ odds from the website link below this video description. So the first in our list today is actually in the Germany Regional Liga Bayern. It's actually a match between Unterhaching playing versus DJK Vilzing. Here, if we look at the standing table, we are going to see that Unterhaching actually here has the second standing, having played 15 games, scoring 31 goals and conceding 12, while its opponent has actually played 15, conceding 22, and scoring 22 and conceding 30. So by looking at this table here, if we check at the form, we are going to see that Unterhaching actually is the second in its form, having played 5 games, scoring 12 goals, conceding 2, while its opponent has actually played 5, scoring just 4 goals and conceding 9. So our prediction here is the home team to win as a first possibility, second possibility being an over 1.5 goal full time in this game, and third possibility is an over 2.5 goals. If we look at this, if we look here at the form of this team, we are going to see that from the way it plays, we are going to see that they are more offensive and they have a greater chances of scoring as compared to its opponent. If we look at the head-to-head matches between these two teams, though we have no head-to-head here, but we have 3 possibilities here. The first possibility is an over 1.5 goals. The second possibility is an over 2.5 goals. And the third possibility is the home team to win. The next in our list is actually in New Zealand National League Women. It's actually a match between Western Spring playing versus Capital Football. Here, if we look at the standing table here, we are going to see that Western Spring Women have actually played 3 games, scoring 12 goals, conceding 3, while its opponent has actually played 3, scoring just 1 goal and conceding 11. So our prediction here is Western Spring to win as the first possibility. The second possibility is an over 1.5 goals. And the third possibility is an over 2.5 goals. If we look at the form, how this team actually performed, the performance of this team, we are going to see that Western Spring actually here has actually played 3 games in this here. And its opponent has also played 3. But if we look at something here, you are going to see that Southern United Women played with Western Spring, and Western Spring actually hit South United Women 6-1, showing that Western Spring is stronger than Southern United Women. But these Southern United Women actually play with Capital Football Women and hit it 2-0. In other words, we are expecting Western Spring to beat our Capital Football Women in this game as the first possibility. Second possibility is an over 1.5 goals, and third possibility is an over 2.5 goal. The next in our list is actually in the Czech Republic under 19. It's actually a match between FK Pribram playing versus Banik Ostrava. Here, the prediction here is an over 1.5 goal as first possibility. Second possibility being an over 2.5 goals. If we look at the standing of this table, we are going to see that both teams actually are really down from this table here. But you can see that Pribram actually is very conceding. They have actually played 9 games, scoring 7 and conceding 50. So if we look at the head-to-head between these two games, if we look at the head-to-head between these two teams here, we are going to see that the last match played this same year between these two teams ended as 4-1. And because its opponent is very conceiving. As we can see here from the table, we can see that Pribram is very conceiving. We are still expecting an over 1.5 goal here as first possibility, and over 2.5 goal as second possibility. The next in our list is actually in Cambodia. Actually, CPL is a match between Soksenche playing versus Penh Crown. Here we are expecting an over 1.5 goal here as first possibility, and an over 2.5 goal as second possibility. So let's check at the standing here. We are going to see that Penh Crown has actually played 18 games, scoring 37 goals, conceding 25, while its opponent has actually played 18, scoring 17, conceding 70. In other words, its opponent, Senche, is very, very conceding. Therefore, we are expecting more goals in this game. And if we look at the head-to-head between these two games, this same here, we are going to see that the last match played between these two teams ended as 5-1. And this same here again, just recently played, they ended 6-1. Therefore, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal as first possibility, and over 2.5 goals as second possibility. The next in our list is actually Estonia. In the Estonia SC Liga, it's actually a match between Pet Linameskon playing versus Pärnu. Here we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal as first possibility, and an over 2.5 goals as second possibility. If we look at the standing here, we are going to see that Pet actually has played 30 games, scoring 72 goals, conceding 68, as its opponent that has actually played 30, scoring 24, conceding 58. In other words, Perth is very high in scoring rate, and they are also very conceding. Therefore, we are expecting goals to occur in this match. So the first possibility is an over 1.5, second being an over 2.5. If we look at the head-to-head between these two teams, the head-to-head match played between these two teams, we are going to see that last match played this same here ended as 3-1, and the recent one followed ended as 6-1. We are still expecting an over 1.5 goal here as first possibility, and an over 2.5 goals as second possibility. The next in our list is actually in the Germany under 19 Bundesliga North. It's actually a match between Magdeburg playing versus Hertha Berlin Club. Here, if we look at the standing table here, we are going to see that Hertha under 29 is actually the toppest here, having played 5 games, scoring 21 goals, conceding 4, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 5, scoring 13 and conceding 12. Here, as a prediction, we are expecting Hertha to actually win as the first possibility, over 1.5 goal full time in this game as second possibility. And if we check at the head-to-head between these two teams, we are going to see that here this is actually the head-to-head. The last match played way back 2021 actually ended as 3-2. We are still expecting an over 1.5 goal here as first possibility. We are expecting Hertha to actually win as the second possibility. If we check the next in our list, is actually the match is actually in the Latvia Vesliga. It's actually a match between Spartaks playing versus Riga FC. If we look at the standing here, we are going to see that Riga actually has a better standing here as compared to Spartaks. Riga has actually played 30 games, scoring 55 goals, conceding 21, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 30, scoring 27 and conceding 69. In other words, Spartaks is very conceding here, and since Riga is also very offensive, we are actually expecting goals to occur in this match. And if we look at the head-to-head match between these two teams, let's check if we have head-to-head here. We are going to see that this same year actually, we are going to see that all the head-to-head this same year met has actually always ended as an over 2.5. So we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal here in this match as first possibility, and an over 2.5 as second possibility. The next in our list is actually in the Poland Third Liga Group 5. It's actually Poland Third Liga Group 5. It's actually a match between Krakow playing versus Wisla. So here, if we look at the standing table, here, we are going to see that Krakow actually played 10 games, scoring 23, conceding 8, as compared to its opponent that has played 10, conceding 9, scoring 9, conceding 23. If we look at the form, how they perform, we are going to see that Krakow actually performed great here as compared to its opponent. If we look at the head-to-head, we don't have no head-to-head here, but from the performances of these two teams, we are going to see that Krakow is better And if you look at the standing here, they actually have a better standing and a more better form. Therefore, we are actually expecting it to win. Krakow to win as actually the first possibility. And second possibility being an over 1.5 goal in this game as full time. The next in our list is actually in the Czech Republic under 19 league. It's actually a match between SK Slavia Praha playing versus FC Slovacko. Here we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal here as first possibility and over 2.5 as second possibility. Let's check first of all the standing. We are going to see that Slavia actually have played 8 games, scoring 19 goals, conceding 8 as compared to the opponent Slovacko that has actually played 9, scoring 10 goals, conceding 16. If we look at the head-to-head between these two games, let's check if we have any head-to-head here. We are going to see that this same year, 2022, they actually played and they ended as 3-2. And therefore, in this game, since Slava actually have a better form and they actually also scored higher, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal in this match as the first possibility. The next in our list is actually in the Denmark 3rd division. Is actually a match between Dalum playing versus Esbjerg. So here, if we look, let's scroll down and try to check from the standing. If we look at the standing table, we are going to see that Esbjerg actually has played 9 games, scoring 25, conceding 11, as compared to its opponent, which is actually right down at the table. Relegation has actually played 9, scoring 2, conceding 25. If we look at the performance rate, you can see that Dalum have actually almost lost every game as compared to its opponent, which have actually a better performance. If you look here from this table here, you are going to see that Esbjerg have actually played with SFB or and ended as 10-0. But this same SFB or actually played with Dalum. Actually, you can see that it actually ended as 2-0, which means that SFB or actually beat Dalum. Therefore, this team is of being a better performance here will actually win this game, and we are also expecting more goals to occur here. Therefore, the first possibility in this list is actually an over 1.5 goals. Second possibility being an over 2.5, and third possibility being Esbjerg to win as the third possibility. Then the next in our list is actually in the Germany Oberliga Hamburg. It's actually a match between TuS Dassendorf playing versus Football Club Turkey. Here, if we look at the standing, let's check at the standing here. We are going to see that Dassendorf have actually played 10 games, scoring 24 goals, conceding 9, as compared to its opponent that has actually played 11 games, scoring 19 goals, conceding 15. In this game, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal as first possibility and an over 2.5 goal as second possibility. If we look at the head-to-head match between these two games, we are going to see that Dassendorf right way back 2018 ended as 4-0. Therefore, in this game, being the fact that both teams actually have a good form, we are actually expecting an over 1.5 goal here as first possibility and an over 2.5 as a second possibility. You can actually check additional matches from the website link below this video description. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe for new post notifications and updates, and see you again in our next episode. Bye bye.